See, he's not even here.
Well, no one is here right now that we care about.
That's crazy.
Watch your Jewish ass mouth.
I'm talking about the two main characters, bro.
Lada's right there. She
Who
trumps all.
left?
Could you please give it a rest already? Yeah, give it a rest. The heck? I'm telling y'all, it's best for all y'all's sake to come clean.
Field shut as the reporters continue their tenacious negotiations.
Can y'all like get the fuck out? Like, what are y'all doing here?
Put a sock in it, copper.
It's
Y'all
beat
could
the
have,
fuck up.
y'all couldn't even stop Mozilla's invasion.
Not only they secretly raised a giant monster, but now the staff's trying to cover it up. Like I said, we haven't been raising any monsters here at the film lot.
But ain't you said you done saw Gordy yourself?
Sure, I saw it. Not like we were keeping it at the film lot.
Mind if I throw it back?
Alright, Ling. He's gonna throw it back. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
And John, prank him. Oh, y'all come here to search for the monster too? We're searching for a criminal, not a fucking BBC warrior. Lang Z says, the darkness inside an inmate's heart can be likened to a monster. Well, when it comes to killing people, criminals aren't much different from monsters.
Agent Link, this is a problem. I can't let these outsiders enter a crime scene.
They're all key figures in the case. I'd like them to be here when an investigation resumes.
Agent Lang, regarding what you said about resuming the investigation, where do you intend to start?
At your mom's house.
We'll start by reviewing the case.
I'm dead, nigga, I'm dead.
Today, the body of President Huang was found here at the film lot. The president's whereabouts from 2 nights ago are still unknown.
It seems he snuck out from under the eyes of his bodyguards and ventured outside.
And that night was the last time he was seen alive.
Maybe he shouldn't have vented in front of the camera.
It was when he met you with Judge Courtney on the roof of the Grand Tower.
Hey, John.
Lipsticks.
So, why did you meet with the president?
That I cannot say.
Well, lock her up, Nick.
You can't tell us, even under suspicion of murder? Can't say. Why not?
Miss Courtney, if you don't say anything, you'll only be more suspicious. Sus.
Ha! She must have a reason to clam up. Yeah, I think you're somehow involved in the president's assassination.
Actually, I
The
disagree.
president's body was only discovered today. That still leaves a blank of one whole day after Judge Courtney met with him unaccounted for.
Don't be so impatient. We're gonna fill in that blank right here, right now. The evening on that blank day in question is what's important. What happened here last night? So, why don't you tell us? John Marsh,
Me?
we know you were here last night.
What? Was yeah?
Between that little Missy's testimony and the footprints we found, we can easily prove it.
We were rehearsing here last night, right?
You were spying on me?
I'm sorry. I just came to check up on things. You really shouldn't be staying up late. You know, that's way past your bedtime.
Mind your own damn business.
Some senpai shit.
Look at the
Alright, let's see.
John
Oh, okay.
March, that young lady was worried about you, and I heard that curse. You will not speak to her like that.
Pone.
Sorry, Mommy.
Sorry.
How many times have I told you to be more mindful of the way you speak? Is it just me, or does Miss Courtney's personality seem kind of different?
She turned on her mom mode.
She seemed to be as strict with her own son as she is with those who violate the law.
Are you listening to me? And early as well.
Yo, ass in front of everyone here.
You should always bear that in mind, no matter the occasion.
Dawn gets us extreme relation in this world.
Can you fuck nigga shut up? Can we get on with the investigation already?
Pardon me.
Pardon me, I forgot the words. For Judge Courtney to get carried away like that, this must be her motherly side. Agent Lang, do you suspect John?
All I want is the truth. Why was the president fucking killed? And I want to know who killed him. I'll do whatever it takes to find out that shit.
I'll do whatever I want.
Done it.
It seems the president was like family to him. John, would it be alright if we asked you a few questions? Sure, it's fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway.
That's always Captain, you know.
I wasn't feeling too great during yesterday's shoot, so I made a few bloopers. They're reshooting the scene today, so... Well, I decided to rehearse it a little on my own. That's all. I do it all the time. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary.
You were rehearsing alone that late at night? John, when I called you last night, you told me you were at the hotel.
You called him? And about what time was that?
I believe it was around 10 p.m.
11.
Whoops. I can't speak. I require him to call me every night. That is our rule whenever he stays away from home.
Minor.
The truth is, I was at the film lot during that time.
Damn, he lied. He about to get his ass beat.
So you lied to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
Miss Courtney sure is angry. I think it's admirable that he practiced on his own, even if he hid it from his mom.
I'm sure she was simply worried. Who knows what could have happened to him out alone so late at night.
He
And
could
in
get kidnapped.
reality, he did get caught up in yesterday's incident.
But John said there wasn't anything out of the ordinary, right?
Is that really the truth?
Go to the right twice. One more for good measure. And look what we got.
Present.
Go to the left. Go to the left again. I'm hungry.
Amazing.
Shit,
what would we...
the big head.
Oh,
The big head.
I was gonna say, what would we present to show that was on fire? Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, present that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm the one that suggested it.
What?
He was waiting on deer.
I was talking.
You still need to confirm it. Which other thing?
My bad.
There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. That's a lie, isn't it? A monster's head fell from the roof of that building. Surely you must have known about that. I don't know anything about it. Is that true? I told you, I just practiced a bit and then I went back. I don't know anything about Musila's head falling or anything like that.
I think it's a farce.
Or do you have evidence to show that I know something? There certainly isn't any evidence of that. It's also possible that it fell after John had already gone back. If there's no evidence, then like I said, we're done talking. We're not done talking yet. What
His
now?
ass.
The falling monster's head wasn't the only unusual thing that happened last night. And this is something you should be well aware of. What happened last night aside from Muzilla's head falling?
I got nothing.
Go to the right.
The fire again?
What does that print say? W print. That was new, right?
I guess. I'm trying to think of like the fire that happened. Like, there's no way you could miss a fire.
I don't even remember when this footprint happened. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Go back.
In the cutscene when the whole
Hold on,
thing
bro.
started.
Him?
Oh my god.
No. Did y'all come up with anything or whatever?
Yeah, we basically figured it all out.
So
We actually know
nothing.
the culprits. But,
Yeah, pretty much nothing.
try the footprint.
No,
we have plenty of
What do you mean nothing?
Let's try it.
We have evidence right here.
Oh, okay, so you could have presented that for the fire. I was thinking that was it.
Could that be?
Okay.
That's right. It's the video you recorded of your performance.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Yeah. What? You're telling me you have video from last night?
Exactly. And in this video, there is clearly something that is out of the ordinary.
If we checked that, would it have shown this?
Chat, like you mean?
The
If we
video?
checked the tape, or did it even give us the option to check?
You can check it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checking all the evidence. Why would I do that?
Did you read this?
Yeah.
Would you say that monsters' footprints are commonplace on a film set?
John, why did you conceal this video from us?
No reason, really.
Hey, pup. This is no joking matter. You had a reason to hide it, right?
John Marsh, answer him clearly.
But Mom... Well... I didn't want anyone to see me rehearsing. In other words, you're embarrassed about others seeing you practice. Yeah? Got a problem with that?
You're saying that's why you hid the evidence?
John,
Eat his ass.
Quit nagging me. You've already busted me. What more do you want? Yeah, the footprints were there, but I just practiced and headed home.
How come you're so calm after finding those footprints? It's a monster, you know? A real-life monster!
I thought it was just a part of the set. Besides, there's lots of other weird stuff around here too.
The kid's really sus!
You're right. The smell of a scoop stinks to high heaven.
Shut up. We're done talking.
Wait up.
Agent Lang?
Yeah, it's as I thought. Thank you, Mr. Prosecutor. This video backs up my logic.
huh? Is there something related to the video? Something in the video that's related to the case?
Yeah, you pointed out.
Yeah, take a good hard look at the monster costume at the top left.
The Mozilla costume?
Try comparing it with the one over there right now.
It looks like it's just hanging there limply, though.
Oh my gosh, he would have failed at I
And the
Spy.
zipper on its back is tied up tightly.
I think
Zip
she
on
figured
its
it out.
back. This discrepancy is...
Yeah, the difference is plain to see. In the video, the zipper is clearly open. That's right. Someone was inside.
What?
Damn cosplayers, bro.
Mr. Powers, is the costume zipper usually...
It's always sits up tightly when it's not in use. Mr. Prosecutor, do you remember my logic from before? 2 nights ago, Courtney pushed the president off the roof and killed him. Afterwards, she snuck into the film lot to hide the body.
in here?
Wouldn't it be easy to hide a body in a costume or behind all this equipment? Then all she had to do last night was retrieve the body.
You're saying the body was hidden inside the costume?
Yeah, that's right. I am saying that. Judge Courtney! 2 nights ago, you pushed the president off the roof of the tower. You then hid the body inside the monster costume.
I did no such thing.
Uh-huh. Say what you want, but you're the only one who could have done it.
Bless you. That should have already been proven. What? That should have already been proven impossible. The film lot was locked at that time. Judge Courtney could not have entered this place.
And what if there was an accomplice, huh? Now
What?
what, nigga? I'll tell you my reasoning, so listen up.
Here we go. Mother
When the
and son
president was-
theory.
When the president was pushed off the roof, John was waiting at the film lot. You feel me? If John was an accomplice, the problem with the locks would be resolved. The two of them then hid the president's body inside that monster costume over there.
You think this crime had such an elaborate plan?
That'd be a little too crazy. Getting a kid involved? I don't know.
Justine Acton?
Some people do it.
To take the life of a nation's president. An elaborate plan is to be expected, don't you think?
John would never take part in such a crime.
You're the one being suspected. Your words don't carry a goddamn thing around here.
I'm telling her.
I wouldn't think those two had sufficient motive for something like this, though.
Well, maybe they had a motive that we didn't know about. You were the last one to meet with the president, and you're still keeping the details secret? Don't you think it's only natural that you're being suspected?
Judge Courtney, is there no way for you to tell us your secret?
My apologies. I cannot, no matter what.
On you, bro.
However, when the time I can talk about it comes, I will surely let you know.
Bro,
No, let you know later.
So, if you could please.
Believe you? Is that what you wanted to say? That's what all criminals say. All thugs, all inmates. And you, pup. If you got an explanation, hurry the fuck up and spit it out.
I didn't do nothing. That's all I'm saying.
I
let's
didn't
go.
do nothing.
Enough talk, Chugs Milk.
Both mother and son won't talk. You still gonna offend them like this? Come on, bro. It's looking bad out here, Lenny.
It's true, Judge Courtney's actions are a mystery. However, we still don't know whether or not that ties in with a motive for murder.
Here we go, bruh. Here we go, bruh. Yeah, that's right. Their motive for murder can wait. For now, let's talk about the situation surrounding the crime. And the fact that these two niggas are the only ones who could have done it.
You might as well just become a defense attorney at this point. Like,
That's what everyone keeps saying in the game, bro.
When the president was pushed off the roof, John was waiting at the film lot.
All
I
right.
think he's right and we should give up.
yeah.
If John was an accomplice, the problem with the locks would be resolved.
Next.
The two of them then hid the president's body.
X.
Inside that monster costume over there.
Let's press this.
X.
There's nothing left.
Oh.
Let's press it.
In the video, we cannot see the inside of the costume. So can you really say for certain that the body was placed inside?
Yeah, I'll give you that much. In that case, why don't we try examining it? The inside of that costume. There might be some traces left inside.
Mr. Powers, may we examine the inside of the costume?
Sure, fuck it.
What do we have
But
to
it
ask?
might be kind of stinky since I sweat a lot in there.
Oopsie.
You would probably
I made us
shed
money.
there.
This is incredibly dirty.
Ugh. What is that shit?
That's strange. You always make sure to clean it after using it so that the sweat doesn't damage the costume. Isn't this just proof that someone besides you used this costume? I'd say that dirt from the body probably got into the costume.
The president's body did fall on top of the monster's footprint. That must be where the dirt came from.
Not helping, Kay.
Are you satisfied now?
New statement. There's dirt inside the costume. It must have gotten there when the body was sitting inside.
Can we look at the footprint, like in the evidence?
You look at the body.
That's it. I was gonna say, I don't know about that dirt, man. Yellow stain.
Yellow stains around his body.
Check. Yellow stains around his body.
So, are they saying that he fell first and then they put him in the costume, or that he was put in the costume and then they put him on the floor? What are they saying?
I think they're saying he fell into the fucking moo print and he got dirt all over him. And then they put him in the costume. It's just why the costume has shit in it or whatever.
I don't know why, but this is definitely the answer. Present.
Sure, man. I don't know what else you can present.
I'm down with the brown.
I'm down to clown.
Dirt got onto the costume when the body was hidden inside it.
I'm just kidding. I know why that was the answer.
Is that really the case?
You have a problem with that? Fucker.
Yes.
There's a fair amount of dirt inside the front of the costume.
Yeah, that is a lot of dirt.
However, I would like you to focus on the state the body is in. It's lying on top of the dirt, yet there's no dirt on the front of the body. If the
no worms in
body
front of the
really
dirt.
was inside the costume, then it's strange that the front of the body isn't stained with more dirt.
Worms from
why?
the dirt.
I thought he was gonna talk about the piss stain.
Tommy. And Popo.
Well, how would you explain it?
I mean, to be fair, there was no dirt on that shit. So.
How did the dirt get inside the costume?
From the video footage, it's very likely someone was inside the costume. But just who could it have been?
Your mom.
He could have put his body in there face
Where have I
up.
seen this?
In a cartoon.
What's the matter, Kay?
I just feel like I remember seeing something that looked like this dirt somewhere before. But where was it? There were these bits of gray fragments mixed in with the dirt.
Gray fragments. There does seem to be something other than normal dirt mixed into it.
Something must have gotten stuck to it, and lots of it, I might add.
Something got stuck to it. This may merit a closer look. Where did we see dirt that looks like what's stuck on the inside of the costume?
Shit.
I don't remember. We might as well look at everything.
Go to
Wait,
the right.
let's look at let's look at the gloves. Let's look at the gloves. Let's look at those fucking gloves.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That was one thing I remember from the gloves. I was
Damn,
like, oh
Blaze the
shit.
Best was just out here, like.
I
This
mean, he's a
dirt
criminal, bro.
has some gray bits mixed into it.
huh? And what of it?
We found an item belonging to a certain man that was covered in the same type of dirt. That is to say, these gloves.
Those dirt stains certainly look the same, but tell me, just what exactly is this gray substance?
Let's go.
This gray substance is...
Breadcrumbs.
Creep.
Bread.
Concrete Boys, shout out Lil Yachty and them. Shout out Caribou, shout out Anicia. I don't know anybody
Shout out
else in
Odd
that group.
One.
Shoutouts to that person in the concrete wall.
Like concrete.
I like eating concrete too.
This gray substance must be fragments of concrete.
You mean the stuff that was scattered around the monster's footprint?
Exactly. Meanwhile, who do these gloves, which are stained with the same kind of dirt, belong to?
Oh, I remember. We found it at Blaze's place.
Earlier today, we went to Blaze's garage. There, we discovered these dirt-stained gloves. Come to think of it, there were also hammers, shovels, and other tools placed inside as well. Why would mechanics' gloves, we intended to be used on machines, be covered in dirt? If we broke the concrete with the hammer, then dug into the soil with the shovel, then it's only natural for dirt like that to get on the gloves.
Then maybe.
Yes, the true nature of the monster's footprints has been made clear. It's possible that these footprints were dug up by Blaze the Best himself.
Let's get his ass out here.
It's possible? It's possible, you say? Please do enlighten me, fucker! Because I honestly have no goddamn clue why on earth would he do something like that.
Why did he make the monster footprints? Thinking about it, the answer must be...
He was digging something up.
Sure, yes.
You got plenty of health. Yes.
Alright.
It's possible he was digging something up. It probably went something like this. Last night at this spot, there was something that Blaze needed to dig up. For that reason, he broke the lock on the back door and sneaked into the film lot. Using the hammer and shovel, he set to work.
Look at him dig. Damn. Damn.
Mining like
Kind of a
Minecraft.
pro at that. Let's go.
He
Finding
placed
some
the items he
diamonds.
dug up into his bag, but before he could fill the holes...
Okay, looking for it.
Ah, that's when John came to practice.
Exactly. Blaze panicked and had no choice but to hide himself in the Mozilla costume nearby.
Urgh. I don't know what to say that shit.
I hate.
To think you were to do so much from just a pair of dirt-stained gloves. However, all of this is merely a possibility. There's still no proof that he was the one who was hiding inside that costume. For all we know, he might have left the scene once he's finished digging.
On the contrary, such proof does exist and can be seen in the video. When this video was recorded, Blaze was definitely inside the film lot,
What?
though I can't blame Agent Lang for not noticing.
Damn. Is that a dig?
The difference between the current film lot and the one in John's video, along with the state of Blaze's garage, it's all too clear that Blaze was still here.
Ours.
What proves that Blaze was still at the film lot when this video was recorded?
A fucking bag.
Yo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a bag? I can. barely see it, but I guess it is.
The bag.
It was actually just a psychological trick because I didn't even know it was a bag, but I knew Sai was gonna click on it if it was the right answer.
You just like being wrong.
Psychological trick.
You just like being wrong. That's what
Anything to gas himself up, I suppose.
We're gonna. Darian's gonna die before we finish this series.
This bag placed near the costume. There was an identical one inside of Blaze's garage. First, the dirt on the gloves, and now the bag. It seems there's a connection. Worn by Blaze the best when he dug up the monster's footprints like holes. And that's my proof. Blaze was inside the costume. Ergo, the president's body could not have been hidden inside it.
Yikes!
It seems I was able to refute Agent Lang's reasoning.
Finally a line. Someone needs to go investigate Blaze's house right away, pal. We didn't know that. I'm already messing up. We need to know what was inside that bag.
Shit, alright.
Actually,
Who said that?
Y'all
Well,
pipe down
first-
and listen up. Y'all just been saying whatever works best for y'all.
And the
Here
noisy
you
one
go.
returns.
Here comes the birthday girl. That there's the footprints of the mighty Mozilla. They ain't just some random hole stuck up by that old coot.
I believe the true nature of these footprints has already been proven quite logically.
logically.
Logic, schmogic. I ain't buying it, and fuck him. Say what you want, but I know what I saw, and I saw Mozilla.
I think Ice Spice would be friends with Logic.
Is she referring to how she saw Mozilla outside the window in the Grand Tower? Preposterous.
Upon our journalist souls, we ain't having none of it.
That statement is an insult to journalists everywhere.
Damn.
Oh, that's right. There's more than them monsters than just those footprints. I remember hearing that Sonny over there we seen with that monster earlier. I reckon that gal over there, she said, witnessed it herself.
When these two are together, all meaningful talk grinds to a halt.
If only we knew just what the monster really was. I think these two would quiet down then. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do?
The monster's
Every
true
3 years
identity.
Maybe throw a piece of chicken and they'll go chase it. My
Right.
bad.
Ew.
We don't have much choice. Let's see what we can do.
I'm more of a ham person.
Isn't there something y'all ain't telling us about the monster? Nicole, ask him right now.
Sick of monster.
Yo, who said that?
Please settle down. Regarding the true identity of that monster, I already know what it is.
What'd you say?
That's right. The video John recorded provided the hint that I needed.
Why did they
What you
switch
talking about?
positions? What the fuck?
Miss Nichols saw Gordy when she went to check up on John's practice. At that time, she mistook something for Gordy. The monster can be seen in this photograph.
What?
Oh,
Isn't there some plain old souvenir photo? I don't really think it can pull the wool over the eyes of a pro like me, do ya?
He failed school.
What did
first.
Miss Nichols really see that she mistook for Gordy?
old school camera.
Oh yeah, Correct.
Ooh,
correct. Correct.
That fucking confused me. Naturally, Gordy's true identity was this camera crane.
What?
The video Jean recorded was a shot from fairly high up. A shot from this position would be impossible without a camera crane.
But there ain't no way Miss Nichols would mistake a camera crane for Gordy. She's making herself into the
I
third
wonder
person.
about that. Miss Nichols,
Yes.
earlier you said the prescription for your glasses didn't match your eyesight anymore, correct?
Yes. Lately, it seems like my eyesight has suddenly gotten a lot worse. I be seeing ghosts and shit.
So, would you say that you weren't able to see Gordy very clearly in the dark?
That's correct. Its silhouette was all I could make out. Bummer what Miss Nichols said. And I quote, his skin was really scaly, almost like a reptile.
Camera cranes ain't got no flesh on them, let alone skin. It's just a bare steel frame.
That is certainly true, at least in the case of this photo. However, last night, it did have skin.
Y'all just doing whatever you can get to the. Y'all just doing whatever you can to get in the way of our big ass scoop.
That was not my intention. But since I've come this far, it's time to put an end to this nonsense.
Just shoots them.
Gordy's skin is right before our very eyes. This is the skin of Gordy that Miss Nichols saw.
Drapery,
The what?
drapery, curtain, cover.
The curtain.
paper,
The curtain. Yeah.
shit. Can
That
move up,
bullshit.
move up.
Yeah, it's being covered when they're not using it. Yeah.
As Miss Nichols stated in her testimony earlier, it looked like it was going to rain last night. While it never actually rained, John still covered the camera crane with a rainproof sheet, which to Miss Nichols looked like a monster's skin.
Damn.
What?
You gotta be
What,
kidding
Super
me.
Saiyan?
Isn't that right, John? Man, you saw right through it all. Not bad, old man.
I'm not old. Hey, you know.
Unfortunately, the Gordy that Miss Nichols saw was nothing more than an illusion.
Always
Not again.
happens.
Looks like my dream has shriveled up and died once again.
Mentor.
Seems like things have finally settled down.
I really thought the boy was hiding something from me. Guess I had it all wrong. Now that we figured it out, the true form of the monster, everyone else seems refreshed.
Actually, there's two people here who are totally bummed out.
Agent Lang! You can voice this, Blue.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Frens.
Orders in, sir. We got some results of President Huang's autopsy.
Good, show it to me.
And then you got fucked up.
Contusions and bone fractures found across the body, resulting from tremendous pressure. So this was the cause of death. In other words, he was crushed to death.
I thought as much. Cause of death, crushed to death, time of death, April 5th, around 11 p.m.
Cause of death, crushed to death, time of death.
Crushed to death.
The yellow stain on his chest is currently under investigation. But it seems that gunpowder residue was found on his right hand.
Sunflower residue? I didn't know the president was into gardening.
No gunpowder residue.
No,
Traces of it are
nigga.
left behind when the gun is fired. Since it has been found on his right hand, it's possible that the president fired a gun.
A gun, huh? But we didn't find any guns when he investigated the area.
Unexplained gunpowder residue. I'll have to look over the autopsy report later. Now then, Agent Lang, it seems we have our answer. The president did not die from falling off the roof of the Grand Tower. Rather, he died from being crushed under Mozilla's head.
No, I can't deny it. Looks like your logic was right after all.
That means the suspicions surrounding Miss Courtney should be cleared up, right?
Yes, not only the cause of death, but the time of death proves her innocence as well. Judge Courtney met with the president 2 nights ago. However, according to the autopsy report, the time of death was around 11 p.m. last night.
Update.
Mozilla's head also fell last night. It matches up perfectly.
That's a relief.
I knew it.
Actually, I disagree.
Isn't it a bit too early to be relieved?
Agent Lang.
The president died after being crushed by the Mozilla's head. That, I will admit. I'll hold that shit. I'll hold it, but the problem is, who was responsible for the falling head?
Lucilla's head fell last night, and last night, the one who was at the film lot was...
The child.
What are you saying? Surely you're not implying...
That's right. You killed him, didn't you? Got your ass, John Marsh. The pup is hiding something. He was at the scene where the body was discovered last fucking night. He also saw the footprints. And despite that, he still claims to know absolutely nothing about the incident. Isn't that a bit too convenient?
These footprint-shaped holes have not been proven to be related to the case. Just because he saw the holes doesn't necessarily mean he was involved in the incident.
You sure about that? Take a look back at the pup's face. Yeah, he looks pretty shaken up to me. Looks like a quivering little bitch.
It looks like he hit the mark, but John doesn't want to talk about it.
If he doesn't feel like talking, then I have an idea of my own. Let's check the tape.
Agent Lang, what is your intention?
The police have a device that lets you analyze the video footage up close and personal.
Agent Lang, you would suspect John enough to go that far.
As long as John's lips are sealed, this may be the only way for us to get closer to the truth. Detective Gumshoe, if I'm not mistaken, you have that device with you, correct?
Mr. Analysis is ready to go, sir.
Now we're talking.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, would you please perform the video analysis for us?
She wants me to do it?
Who knows what kind of faults that Wolfman will find in it?
Damn.
This isn't exactly my strong suit, but I suppose I have no choice. Are there any new clues shown in the video?
Any new clues shown in the video?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing?
We're zooming in, nigga. That's what we're doing.
Enhanced time.
Zooming into what?
Wait, let's zoom in into the footprint. I think there's a footprint within a footprint. Let's zoom in. Maybe
Get
I'm
the
just
fuck out of here,
imagining.
bro. Let's go to my home. Go to the right.
Which one? PG County
right
or
there.
Baltimore?
PG County.
The darkness.
What the fuck?
What the
Yo,
fuck?
that nigga naked. What the fuck?
He appeared.
Damn, balls out. Yeah, it's over with.
That one.
Yeah,
He
sure
was
that
doing this
nigga.
fucking Akuma pose.
Where, like if you use like the glasses from kids.
Why are you getting quieter and quieter?
Just present, bro.
I don't know. Why am I? Getting quiet? I didn't do anything to my mic.
Dude is naked in the fucking nighttime.
This is...
Akuma.
Not even naked.
What's the matter? I want to see too. Hmm?
I'm sorry. A really bad tweet just popped up for me. By,
This is
by
just
the one
us
and
looking
only,
across.
the one and only AB. Hey, what's wrong? Show it to me.
Who's AB?
Antonio Brown.
Prosecutor
Antonio
Edgeworth,
Brown.
I request you submit the evidence to the court.
Please
The
take a look
cord.
at the top right corner of the zoomed in photo. Or the zoomed in video.
Please look at me. Please look at crust.
This person is the president.
Impossible.
President's just
Huh?
chilling.
No way!
It seems we finally found it at last. The evidence that points to the true killer.
This video places John at a major disadvantage.
Counting,
You're wrong. That's not right. I didn't know anything about this.
That's not gonna cut it. It's clear that you and the victim were together at the same place where this body was later found. John Marsh, there's no doubt you killed the president.
No, this can't be. Why would you? John, please don't tell me. Did you really kill the president? Mr. Edgeworth, is this really decisive evidence?
Mr. Prosecutor, looks like even you can't object to this. So shut the fuck up over there.
Fuck.
That pup said he didn't know anything right. And yet, the president's right here in the video.
John, what are you hiding?
I'ma beat your ass.
John, please tell us the truth.
The truth is...
I'm gay. I'm gay.
Okay.
It's all my fault.
Don't listen to
John
him.
Marsh, what did you do?
Mozilla's head falling was my fault. While I was setting up the equipment on the roof, I used the heater. What's up, Peter? I got the heater. After that, I went down to practice, but I forgot to turn it off. Then my mom called me, so I left the film lot. When I came back to the lot, after the phone call was over,
Nigga vanished.
Mozilla's head that was on the roof had fallen, and right next to it was the president, lying dead on the ground.
That nigga, I killed him.
How can that be?
I see. There were indeed traces that something had caught on fire on the rooftop. It was just a small fire, so I was able to put it out by myself.
So, the president's death was John's fault?
But wouldn't that make this an accident, sir?
Yeah, it's not a murder.
And then, what did you do with the fallen head? I took it apart, and brought the pieces up to the roof, and put it back together.
So you put out the fire and even put the fallen head back on the roof. Which means you are hiding evidence. You can't be having that, you naughty little pup.
I didn't do it on purpose. I really did just forget to turn off the heater. When the legs broke, the stand would have tilted. If Mozilla's head was on top of the stand, it would have fallen off. So the
It would
head
have
would...
fallen off.
Oh, fuck.
That's gay. It would have fallen off. So the head fell down because of the fire.
Yes, and if that's the case, I also have a pretty good idea of what caused the fire. There's a flammable can next to the heater. It seems someone is lacking in safety awareness.
Was it really just an accident? If that's the truth, then what was the president doing here?
I don't know. There was no one else around when I was there.
Ooh.
You expect me to believe that? Like you deadass? The president wouldn't have just come to a place like this without a reason, you know?
Indeed, the president's reason for coming here is still a huge mystery. 2 nights ago, he met with Judge Courtney on the roof of the Grand Tower. And last night, he was here at the film lot. Did he meet with John? I'll have to listen to John's testimony very carefully.
Begin.
I know, Mom. So, where was I? After that,
That was a bust.
After
heard
that,
it.
I went down to
Gonna do.
practice, but I forgot to turn it off.
Got bodied by it.
Faith wants to be Mahito so bad. Like,
That's why I didn't say
Shut up!
Prince.
Like that was such a that's such a generic phrase.
Wait, what did he say?
He said you're trying to be Mahito so bad.
Bro, what the fuck?
next.
No, people are gonna think we're losers.
Man.
Unfortunately, we made enough JJK jokes in this playthroughs to,
So
Good job,
then
Jerry.
my mom called me,
Yeah.
so I left the film lot.
We have to die by the bit, I'm afraid.
And right next to it was the president, lying dead on the ground.
Press that too.
What was the state of the body? I didn't get a good look, because it was dark. He suddenly became as quiet as a mouse.
I guess John really doesn't want to remember anything about the body.
Is that the only reason why he's gone so quiet? Should I press him for more details?
Yes.
Just leave him be. Let's let the game.
Press him.
There's some.
You didn't get a good look. Then how did you know he was dead?
Tuh.
That's... well... He's clearly shaken. He must be hiding something. Wouldn't you normally call for help when you see someone collapsed on the ground? However,
No.
you did nothing of the sort. But he was already dead. Is that so? You seem quite certain that the president was already dead. Now, is there a reason for that, I wonder? The guy was collapsed on the ground, and right next to him was the fallen monster's head. I'm not stupid. It wasn't hard to imagine what happened. You can imagine whatever you want, but there's no way for you to know that he was dead. You actually checked to make sure the president was dead, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, that's right. I was scared, but I got up close to the body and checked to see if he was breathing. I thought as much. However, why would he hide that? There must be a reason. Please tell me the state of the body at that time. At first, I didn't know he was dead. I would have realized sooner if there had been any blood. But there wasn't a single drop, and his clothes were completely spotless. Either way, he wasn't breathing. That's how I knew he was dead. Would you please append those statements to your testimony? There's 2 statements. I didn't know right away he was dead. There was no blood and his clothes were spotless. But he wasn't breathing at all when I checked, so I knew he was already dead.
Oh, okay.
His clothes are spotless. That's cap for that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Look at the lion.
Sometimes you just
A
gotta prime
lion.
them up.
Yep, COD. This ain't even the right game. Is that?
Go ahead, bro.
I was eating. My bad.
You're good.
His clothes were spotless. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, old man? John, it is painfully obvious that you are desperately trying to hide something from me. What are you going on about? I'm not hiding anything. You are hiding something about this yellow stain on the president's clothes, correct? Why did you leave it entirely out of your testimony? The fact that you made no mention of it only serves to cast more suspicion upon yourself.
Eat 'em.
That's because... It's because... It has. I hope you have a convincing explanation.
Fuck you, Pikachu.
I disagree. John?
Judge Courtney?
You can really make like
Allow
a
me
reggae
to
beat out of this.
explain.
That was fire. Like,
Why are you...
The yellow stain left on the president's chest is almost certainly lion lily pollen.
You knew this?
Lion Lily?
When I met the president on the roof of the Grand Tower 2 nights ago, I brought him a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies are beautiful flowers with stunning golden petals.
what's the platonic explanation for that?
Some of the pollen from the lilies must have gotten the president's suit. Huh? But I didn't see any lilies in the security footage, though. They were simply obscured by the president's body.
Why did you bring a bouquet?
That I cannot say.
Gosh, bro.
Just tell him you want to make out with them. God.
Yeah,
About to
hey,
get locked up.
you're keeping way too many secrets, cuh. Ah, cuh. You won't tell us why you met with the president or the reason you brought him with flowers?
My apologies. However, I did give him the bouquet. That much is true.
But when the president's body was
Hey,
discovered.
hey.
Shit. Hey, my bad, bro. I was about to get locked in. my man.
But when the president's body was
Hey.
discovered, we didn't find any flowers.
I honestly don't know how that could be.
Shoved him up his ass.
Hey, Miss Judge.
Hey, you guys. The fuck up, nigga.
All your answers have been too vague. You can't say this and you don't know that. Do you accept flimsy testimony like that in your trials?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Hey, cut it out.
John,
Ain't you scared about
I-
that carton you're squeezing, nigga?
I ate them. You threw them away, so there were flowers near the body when you found it?
Where are the flowers? Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
that's right. They were on top of the president's body. They had been crushed as flat as a pancake, so...
see? So the flowers were squashed by Mozilla's head too.
And a large amount of pollen got stuck to the president's suit. That seems to be the gist of it. However, why did you go out of your way to dispose of the flowers? No reason. So John's not going to tell us anything else. Or anything either.
I guess mother and son both have a lot of secrets, huh? That is not true.
They actually can tell a secret.
At the very least, I can tell you why John threw away those flowers. Eh? John, you saw me leaving the house with those flowers in hand, did you not? Ah, I get it. John saw the flowers and thought of his mom.
He threw them away in order to protect Judge Courtney from being suspected. That's not true. You're all wrong. That's his worst lie yet. A bouquet of line lilies Judge Courtney gave to the president, found on top of the body by John.
I often decorate our house with those flowers. The bouquet must have reminded him of me.
So the pup just happens to find the flowers from his mother's bouquet on the top of the body. That's why he threw them away and kept silent about the body. Ha! That's a tight little story if I ever heard one.
And what's wrong with that? I suppose you prefer untidy, messy stories, Agent Lang?
Nice straw man.
Don't tell me you've forgotten already, Missy. This pup confessed that he caused the monster's head to fall off last night.
Oh, that is true, but
Hey, he's currently the only suspect in the president's murder.
It is true that there are many reasons to suspect John. However, there is someone other than John who is far more suspicious.
What'd you say? Fucker.
John himself was kidnapped by that very person not too long ago. And we rescued him from the refrigerated warehouse near the harbor, pal. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, what Edgeworth said.
That's his only line too.
hearing Edgeworth saying pal doesn't fit.
Oh, refrigerated warehouse?
You rescued him from the refrigerator warehouse, pal.
That's right, pal. the refrigeration wasn't turned on, so he wasn't about to freeze to death. But if he hadn't yelled out for help, we would have never found him.
Once the sleeping drugs wore off, he was finally able to call out for help.
Sleeping drugs, huh? If I recall correctly, when you were kidnapped.
That's right. There was a bottle lying on the floor in the refrigerated warehouse. I think it was the same thing that was used on me not long ago. That sleepy zzz stuff. It's super powerful.
Used on Kay and John when they were abducted, but the brand name is Sleepy Z.
Sleepy Z's.
Right. How about it, Agent Lang? John is clearly a victim. There's a mastermind at work behind the scenes of this case.
I don't know anything about this so-called mastermind. You say they were here last night?
I still don't know for sure yet.
It's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor.
Indeed, I still don't have any evidence that ties the mastermind to this murder. Is there someone else? Is there anyone besides John who had the opportunity to murder the president?
Oh, I wonder. Who was digging? I don't know, man.
That's it.
As I thought. In the end, that pup is our only suspect. Hate to see it.
Isn't there one more suspect, Agent Lang?
What's this?
Didn't we prove it earlier? Last night. There was one more person here.
Ooh. Blaze the best. You're saying he's the one who did it?
Last night, John was not alone. Blaze the Best was here too. Shouldn't we consider him to be a new suspect?
Blaze the best killed the president?
It's entirely possible.
I don't know, man. He seems pretty innocent to me.
It just the same guy from 12 years, the nigga that got bodied by Pusha T.
12 years ago? That keeps popping up.
Well, a lot has changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my old man were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life.
Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago.
You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison, where you belong. 12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence, don't you agree?
What the fuck?
Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago?
Nothing. That concerns your ass. Fucker.
Yeah, it was just 12 years ago. It was just a blank year. Nothing happened the entire time. On the contrary, it might just have some sort of connection with this case.
And I suppose you have some proof, Mr. Prosecutor. Show me evidence that there's a connection between this case and the one 12 years ago.
Evidence, you say?
That's my favorite word.
If you don't have any evidence, then there's no point in talking about it.
Is there any evidence that connects this case with what happened 12 years ago?
By 12 years ago, what the hell are they talking about? The IS-7 incident?
Let's go to the next page. What's that clipboard say?
Those documents always look nice.
The IS-7 incident? From 18
That says 18 years ago.
Shit.
I think it was a typo.
though?
I think it was a typo. Maybe we should present it.
Let's check it though. Oh yeah, Man Bad for Karma. That Isaac Dover, Jeffrey Master. Yeah, that's. I don't
No, that
think
shit
that's
don't
like-
matter. We out of here.
Where's the audio?
Go back. Let's go to the right on some shit.
Look at that. Oh, damn.
Nah, don't listen to him. Just don't listen to him, dude.
Fuck
left.
him, bro. Fuck him.
Oh, fuck. No, go back. Go to the left twice. Hail. What does that bloody shit say?
From the thing from the unknown.
Check.
Look at it.
Next.
Oh. Well,
Yo,
there's 12.
what the fuck?
You'll be alright. I heard it too.
Heard what?
It was
Somebody was excited when they saw 12 years ago.
we
Wait,
all
what?
present.
What?
Is that me?
No, someone's mic just.
I came. Alright, let's go present.
Why are you in such a hurry all of a sudden, nigga?
I didn't even hear anything.
I didn't hear anything either. Like,
Nigga wanted the
like-
lollygag, but now we gotta hustle up. I see.
no one heard
Now
it but
we
you
hustle
two, I
up.
guess.
All right.
Like, so we're just not gonna talk about it, I guess.
Job for time.
Now-
It's
Now
just
we want to
read.
get the job done.
Oh shit.
It's the. Never mind. The worst series on YouTube. This letter was sent to Jill Crane, who was murdered 2 days ago. Although the sender is currently unknown. Here it is written as follows. Please get revenge for 12 years ago.
What? 12 years ago?
That's not all. Take a look at this as well. This is a report written by Patricia Rowland to Blaze the Best regarding Nightly. You could have presented that too.
I was thinking about it too, honestly.
But they didn't actually
Yeah,
check it,
when
though.
I said click next, you niggas just wanted to go back.
I mean, that was just Tablez.
I mean, I didn't. That was just.
Yeah, that was just me,
Then
and
why
I
did you
won.
listen to him?
I mean, he still.
Because I'm
I
old.
figured-
I mean, wait,
But you wouldn't
did I steal
correct
y'all
it.
wrong?
I got just overrated.
Damn.
Told the
Oh,
bill,
I
like,
did.
I
Please
just
read
wanted
this
to
part
see what he
here.
was looking at, bro.
That thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago?
Agent Lang, something
Bang.
big is happening here. Jill Crane's murdered 2 days ago, and now the president's murder today. There has to be
Niggas
some
got
connection there. And the key to solving it lies in what happened 12 years ago, does it not?
3 niggas got kidnapped. That's crazy. Within the span of 2 days, or 3, 4, 5 days.
You're asking me to reopen the old wounds of the Lang clan?
Agent Lang, I beg of you.
Nope. Nope. Go fuck yourself.
who said that?
Who was that just now?
Shifu.
You guys, what are you all doing here?
Blue.
We followed you here, Shifu. We heard that Shifu was investigating the incident from 12 years ago.
Damn.
You idiots! I'm not your boss anymore. Get back to your own posts.
Sir, we can't do that.
What'd you say? Are you disobeying my order?
Shifu, we also beg of you. Reinvestigate the SS5 incident from 12 years ago. None of us can ever forget that case. We know you feel the same way, Shifu.
I love you, man.
Agent Lang, even your former subordinates desire to reinvestigate the case.
And you think you can solve the mysteries of that case?
Perhaps I can, with your help.
If your help.
What the fuck? I got it. I accept your invitation.
Shifu! Shifu! Shifu!
Shofu! Shofu!
Master Shifu.
Now then, with that decided, I guess it's my turn to shine.
No, it's
Okay.
We're investigating a case from the past, right? And guess what the best tool for that is?
Domain
The
expansion.
domain expansion, Mr. Thief?
Right. If we have the case files from the past case, I can recreate it.
Unfortunately, I don't have the case files. Sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm not straight.
Oh, what do you mean?
Whoa. Access to these case files is restricted. It's being treated as highly classified information on some shit. Type shit.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Seems
beats
flight
me.
logs are there.
But it seems like there were a lot of things that they wanted to keep hidden. Even what I know. You know? It's limited to what was published in the newspapers back then.
That will not be a problem. In any case, please tell us what you know.
Sure. The SS-5 incident. No, it's not a boat. It's an incident. The incident occurred on a winter day 12 years ago, and it was the 10th of February, a day before
Man, I was about to say something
the
crazy.
President I know's
Anyway.
birthday. The police department in this country received a call from a group of kidnappers. We've kidnapped President Huang. Yes, they said.
Kidnapped?
yes.
The SS-5 incident was the case of President Huang's kidnapping. They demanded a ransom of $100 million. A small
Yeah,
one.
I can keep that nigga.
100 million? Wait, just how much is that?
Keep that nigga.
Can you count that for me? I don't
It's
know
just
how
a
to count
large
that fast.
amount. It's such a large amount, she's having trouble visualizing it.
That night, the old man was the last person to meet with the president. They were together at the Zingfa embassy until midnight on February 10th. After that, no one knows what the president was doing up until he was kidnapped. With the president's life at stake, the Zingfa government frantically gathered the money. After that, the ransom was delivered and the president was returned safe and sound.
So, President Huang has been the president since 12 years ago. That's really amazing.
Not anymore, nigga.
No, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing the man is.
Lang seemed a bit happy when he said that. And what happened to the kidnappers?
No, the top secret covered investigation was carried out. Then a secret trial was held.
A trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught?
The suspect was Patricia Rowland.
Then the reason you came to the prison a few days ago.
Yeah, I was put on extended leave from Interpol. So I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. First, I had to get a look at the face of my target.
So the trial 12 years ago ended with a not guilty verdict.
Yeah. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his post as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until he finally found the culprit. And it was none other than Patricia Rowland. There was no way she could be innocent. However, the result was a not guilty verdict. In the end, the case went unsolved. Well, some gay shit. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned from the police.
What was the basis for arresting Patricia Rowland?
There was a lot of evidence, at least that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. So, that's where my story ends. Bye-bye.
What should we do? With only this much information. Even Little Thief would have a hard time producing a recreation.
Damn, no plot device for us.
Is there really nothing we can do?
Yes.
Looks like you use some help.
Phoenix! Oh my god!
If only.
Who's that?
Those two.
Hey look, it's Blue and
What is
Wiseman.
your- Yeah.
It's Blue and Wiseman. Let's go.
Francisca!
And Mr. Shields, too!
It's Blue Wiseman.
We finished up the trial and managed to catch up with you guys.
Here, take this.
This is...
Gosh, it's Yuki Tsukumo's research on souls.
One of these days, Darian. One of these days.
It's the case files for the SS5 incident, sir.
12 years ago, the president was kidnapped and the witness was killed. Touch the trigger button for details.
When Rula mentioned 12 years ago during the trial, it caught my interest. I looked into it immediately and got in touch with Interpol.
I expected no less from you, Francisca.
Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth.
I fucking hate you.
I didn't prepare these documents for you, the former prosecutor.
Yeah, Franny.
I
Sure.
did it for the Oh my! I did it for the sake of the investigator taking up the case his father left behind.
Oh, fuck. This.
Fuck.
He just wasn't listening to anything she said.
But I thought information on the SS5 incident was restricted to the public. The fuck was that? About.
That restriction was placed by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Blaze the Best.
Damn.
Blaze the Best was the prosecutor in charge.
That explains a lot.
Him?
However, as a result of the trial just now, Blaze's authority has been revoked. It's all thanks to his son.
Damn, we need him to show up right now too.
Sebastian, by bringing down his father, the door to this past case has been opened.
Prosecutor the Best is currently wrapping things up in Patricia Rowland's trial. He told me to relay this message to you. Leave Pops and his cohorts to me. You guys just take care of the case on your end.
Got it from here. I'm sorry.
It's just too easy, man. He's become quite reliable, right before our very eyes.
What the fuck? He's a good character now? Useful?
Truly. Alrighty then. This is perfect.
Okay.
Now that we have the files, just leave the recreation to me.
Indeed. Well then, let us begin. According to these documents, it appears that the incident took place right in front of the Pizza Tower. I mean, what? The Tower Plaza.
Then let's head to the plaza right away.
Pizza Face is the mastermind.
Damn. I always knew Pizza Face was the killer.
April's Hex, 3:25 p.m.
It's like the last testimony you hear. Okay, would you please activate the little Mr. Thief?
Right. With these case files, recreating everything should be a snap. Where should I start?
Where indeed. According to these documents, it seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president. A freelance journalist by the name of Jack Cameron. However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and was murdered by the culprit.
So that would mean the place he saw the president at was here.
Here. At the Grand Tower.
No,
Grand
the
Tour.
Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, Kay. Before that, this place contained mostly old abandoned buildings. However, 12 years ago, this place was...
Now you're finally talking about some stuff that I know. Yeah. 12 years ago at the very spot was... the Happy Family Home.
Homeless place?
Oh, what's that, pal?
It was a place where children who had lost their parents could live.
It was an orphanage.
Or to put it simply, it was an orphanage. Way to steal my line.
So the president was kidnapped at that orphanage.
Snatched it right out of your...
I guess that would.
Black crispy hands? Say it.
That wasn't what I was going to say.
And the head of that facility at the time was Patricia Rowland.
You let her around children, bro?
Oh no.
So she was a
Apparently
pedophile.
Rowland
I
was
bet
the
when you
first
clap,
Patricia
it causes sparks. Sorry.
Not that.
Continue.
Apparently, Roland always referred to it as her home.
It seems that suspicion would naturally fall upon her.
Patricia Rowland, Blaze the Best, and President Huang. The darkness that remains from the SS5 incident still casts a shadow on the present case. Kay, I'd like you to input the investigation data from Jack Cameron's murder case. We can probably assume that he was killed by one of the kidnappers.
So if we solve the murder case, we'll know who the kidnappers were, right?
Precisely. I'm counting on you.
Here it
I don't
comes.
know.
Here it comes.
You
There you go.
ET10
Here it
cable.
comes. Gunshot. Gumshoe dies.
Chaos control!
Damn,
Damn.
you got fucked. Right in front of those kids.
Yo.
Yo.
What's
What
going
the heck
on?
is this? What's going on? Everything's green. Green. I've come to.
You take your innate curse technique. Isolate it inside of a barrier. and
I've come
expand
to expect such a reaction. This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago,
You were just like a little jet.
based on the documents from the police investigation.
I recreated the scene to show what it looked like when the police arrived on 7 a.m. the next day.
It appears that a fair amount of snow had piled up here.
Yeah, I heard that the footprints in the snow were prime pieces of evidence. Snow fell during the day on the day of the incident.
So the snow only fell before the crime took place, which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow. I must make sure to pay close attention to these footprints.
Damn. All these footprints.
Begin.
And you can't really walk past the bodies, so.
Shush. So this is the eyewitness of the president's kidnapping, Jack Cameron. What exactly did he witness?
I've recreated the state of his body based on the photos taken by the police.
Dude got his brain blown out.
It appears he was struck in the head from behind.
Oh, never mind.
The murder weapon was a brick, right? It looks like one of the ones from the garden.
The blood that flowed from his head has splattered all over the surroundings.
Here, take this. It's Mr. Cameron's autopsy report. Are you gonna update it?
Yep.
Call of Duty, bludgeoned to death, time of death, February 10th, around 1 a.m.
Jurors in this game just love blunt force trauma.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
I mean,
Set
it's
the line.
Japan America.
He said his incantation.
We're not gonna get too many guns here, unfortunately.
Jack Cameron was a freelance journalist. He was killed because he witnessed the president's kidnapping.
The blood really stands out in the recreation. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh man.
Even in the original photo, it looks brutal enough. A lot of blood was spilled. The back of his head is covered in blood. That must be where all the blood spilled from.
According to the autopsy report, he was struck in the back of the head with a brick.
Indeed, it is likely that the killer approached Mr. Cameron from behind. Is the victim holding something in his right hand?
That's also written here in the case files. It seems he was holding on to a button.
Pokemon!
A button? Did he tear it off the culprit's clothes? Shigechi? Cameron's corpse held it tightly in his right hand, stained with Cameron's blood. I was thinking the whole time, I was like, where have I seen that before? The victim was carrying a camera.
Well,
Oh,
I could have the camera.
according to the case files, it seemed he only managed to take a single photo. Here it is.
Bruh.
Enough. This is...
That's the president.
Isn't that the president?
Mr. President, get down!
He's being held at gunpoint. This must be the scene the victim witnessed.
So, the person in the coat must be the kidnapper.
Don't worry, it's just that one scene where Michael Jackson's like pointing the gun down on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, it seems like some sort of disguise. If the logic of Agent
Whoa.
Lang's father is correct, then this person should be Patricia Rowland.
But why is there only one photo?
Because he died, duh.
Perhaps he was killed before he could take any more. Only a single photo of the president's kidnapping was taken.
Just threw the brick at him from curry range.
Honestly.
This is the brick that was used as the murder weapon, found near Cameron's body. Did it come from the facility grounds?
At least Steph curried that brick into his skull.
You can find bricks like this all over the garden. They must have used one of them as the weapon.
I assume this is the victim's cell phone.
That's right. Apparently, Mr. Cameron gave his eyewitness testimony over the cell phone.
What do you mean by over the cell phone?
Apes.
My bad, hold up. Give me a second.
Lang. You love this book.
After Cameron found the president, it seems that he called his girlfriend.
Hey,
But she
babes.
didn't answer the phone, so Cameron left a message on her answering machine.
The tape is in the case files, too. You want to hear it?
Please.
You want to hear him die?
No.
Who wants to read this?
Wants to be Cameron.
I'll do it. I barely have any voice lines. Hello, Jill. Are you asleep already?
You look like Cameron too.
I do? I'm in front of the facility now, but something's not right. President Huang is here of all places, and what's more... Ah, crap. The light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. Can't believe it, but it's almost looks like he's being kidnapped. Thought I'd just let you know. Damn!
What was that sound at the end?
It seems he was attacked while he was still on the phone.
No scream, though.
Agent Lang, if I may ask, what was the name of Mr. Cameron's beloved?
I'm pretty sure I heard her name was Jill Crane.
Ill.
So, it was true. Did you say Jill?
This was why she was seeking revenge for 12 long years.
The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaze. But Miss Crane tried to get revenge on Blaze, right?
She may have wanted to get revenge on him for covering up the kidnapping case. Or perhaps she thought Blaze himself was the kidnapper. Left on Jill Crane's answering machine.
A yellow flower has fallen here. In the language of flowers, it means a stolen treasure.
With this treasure... I'm sorry. Kay, please stop making things up. Still, this flower does seem to be of a different variety from the ones growing nearby.
Well then, why is it in a place like this?
This bothers me a little. We should examine the flower bed itself after this.
I knew it! Someone must have stolen this from somewhere and brought it here!
Kay,
And in the language of flowers, this means an angry prosecutor.
No.
Yeah, that sounds like bullshit to me.
Every time Kay hears the word stole, stealing, thief, you know, those synonyms, she just lights up.
What? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. A flower bed.
According to the data, this facility had 3 gardens. And each of these gardens contained 3 flower beds.
Facility had 3 gardens. Each one had 3 square-shaped flower beds.
Gardens?
The way these flower beds are lined up. Have I seen this arrangement somewhere before?
Since it was during the winter, there were no flowers in bloom. What a shame.
What's this yellow flower?
Huh? Why is there a single flower here?
Oh,
Lord Lucifer.
That is a
sorry.
that is a lion lily. It's a very rare type of lily.
Did you say lion lily?
That's the flower Miss Courtney gave to the president.
What's it doing here? Could it be just a coincidence?
If I recall, the lion lily originates from Asia. In the language of flowers, it means the bond between parent and child.
I never knew you were so familiar with flowers.
I didn't take
That
you to
much
be
is
like
common
this.
sense. You're simply lacking in your studies, Miles Edgeworth.
You know, him not knowing the language of flowers makes sense for that one. What was it? The DLC case of Spirit of Justice?
I
Did you play the
vaguely.
DLC case?
I saw it. I just don't remember. I just have
There's
to look
some
at it again.
Yeah, there's some stuff with flowers there. He gets made fun of for not knowing the language of flowers.
Is that the one with
That's
Dave
funny.
again?
No, she's talking about something else. Anyways, logic time.
Hmm. 3 footprints flower beds?
Hmm.
Oh damn, we are gonna have to do those DLC cases, huh? Shit.
I wonder how. I wonder how. I wonder if they're just gonna be in the game when the trilogy comes out.
No.
Hmm.
Will they? I wonder.
They
But we'll
sh-
find a way to do
Finale.
them. We'll find a way to do them either way, right?
yeah.
Let's go.
Tables.
Present.
I suppose.
I guess. Like.
Brain blast.
Perhaps this is the true nature of the monster's footprints.
The true nature?
Compare the positions of the 3 footprints in the 3 flower beds on the left.
Ah!
The exposed areas of dirt match the areas where the flower beds were.
So, Blaze dug holes in front of where each of the 3 flower beds used to be.
Pac-Man. Exactly. Now, why would he do such a thing?
Waka 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 waka.
Waka waka.
I believe we have a piece of evidence that tells us why. Why did Blaze dig holes in the ground near the flower beds?
Why? I don't know, but he dug it up with gloves. That's all I know.
Go to the left.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Go to the left.
I don't know, but we have flowers in our inventory. I just realized that. Clearly, he was planting flowers. I don't know.
Go to the left 4 times.
Like that real quick.
Y'all planted grass? Oh. Yeah. Correct.
Tabernacle.
Yeah, bro.
The report from Patricia Rowland to Blaze the Best. It said that something was laid to rest in front of the flower bed.
So, Blaze was following Miss Rowland's instructions to dig it up? But why would he dig up 3 holes?
The report didn't state which of the 3 flower beds the item was in front of.
Oh, so Blaze didn't know exactly where to dig. That's why he had to dig up all 3 spots.
Most likely, yes. I'm sure Blaze himself was none too happy about that.
He went through all that trouble. I wonder what he was trying to dig up.
Instructed by Patricia, something was dug up near the flower beds. This pillar appears to be burnt.
According to the files, there was a fire on the evening of the incident.
A fire?
Let's see here. Huh? It says that one of the children at the orphanage spilled kerosene and then set it on fire as a prank.
I guess that kid had. I guess that kid had far too much energy. And thanks to that, we can't make out any of the footprints near the main hall.
It was a budding sociopath.
Prior to this incident, a child's prank caused a fire on the facility grounds.
A budding arson?
What a... Never mind.
So that was the best, right?
The footprints here seem to lead to and from the body.
These footprints were believed to be the culprits. The shoe size is about a size 7. That's fairly average. It seems we won't be able to tell who the culprit was from these footprints.
These flower beds, 3 flower beds, and snow.
Agent Lang, what's the matter?
Something strange. Too strange. I wasn't able to read the SS5 incident case files until now.
Since Blaze had all access to that information restricted.
Yeah, that's right. And yet I feel like I've seen this exact scene somewhere before.
What do you mean?
Where did I see this? If I could just remember.
He looks deep in thought. I should leave him alone for a while.
Psych! Let's talk to him. Okay.
Just kidding. Wait, what? Oh! I'm fucking stupid. These footprints stop near the body.
They must be Mr. Cameron's footprints. He sure has some big feet. They look like a size 11.
Light work.
According to the data, his shoes match these footprints.
We've learned pretty much all there is. We've learned pretty much all that we can about the situation at the time of the murder.
Oh, in that case, is there another scene you'd like to recreate?
Yes, would you do the honors? I would like you to recreate the scene where the victim witnessed the president's kidnapping.
Right, I'll recreate the scene based on Mr. Cameron's photo.
Why not?
No, do it again.
Burp.
He blew.
Mr. Cameron is standing in the middle of the flower beds. Blue nigga, blue nigga, blue nigga, yeah, green nigga, green nigga.
And the president and his kidnapper are standing on the road.
Bro, the president looks like he's like, you really think bullets are gonna kill me?
I'm still got human flesh.
My old man based his initial investigation on this man's eyewitness testimony. As a result, it led him to believe that the kidnapping and his facility were related.
And that's how he came to suspect the head of the orphanage, Patricia Rowland.
Yeah. Fuck Wad, but in court, Blaze the Best treated his testimony as if it meant nothing.
Why would he do that?
Why would I do that?
The president and his kidnapper were now standing inside the orphanage grounds. So, a connection between the orphanage and the kidnapping was difficult to prove.
I see. It's not like they were seen inside the orphanage, after all.
No matter how much evidence the detective gathered at the crime scene, it doesn't mean squat if the prosecutor won't use it in court. Blazer Best had some kind of connection with Patricia Rowland. I figured they had some kind of deal going on.
In other words, you think that Blaze was one of the kidnappers.
Blaze had Patricia found not guilty. Were they partners in crime? However, your father was convinced that Patricia Rowland was the culprit. Your father was a highly capable investigator, I presume. Might he have had some other basis for his conclusion besides the eyewitness testimony?
Yeah, I figured he did, but I have no idea what it was. My old man never really talked much about this case.
Agent Lang's father, Dai Long Lang, President Wang's most trusted confidant. The truth he discovered was suppressed by Blaze the Best. First, we must find that hidden truth. Logic time.
Brick, the brick, and what did he dig up?
Sounds cool.
Honestly, I was waiting for it to tie these things together, but I was like, I bet you a brick goes with digging. He totally dug that brick up, bro. He's looking for the brick. Connect it, please.
Let's try it.
Dang it.
Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic.
Was Blaze a kidnapper? Look at that. What does that say? What did Blaze dig up?
Oh wait, did you want to...
I mean, they have so many options, oh man.
Yeah, we got plenty of health anyways. Go ahead.
Shit.
Sure, bro. It works better than my idea, right? Yeah.
If we suppose that Blaze was one of the kidnappers, it becomes more likely that what he dug up yesterday is connected to the abduction. What is it?
Net in the back.
I figured it out! It was treasure!
Oh my
Treasure!
god! Oh my god!
Couldn't Blaze have dug up the ransom money?
The $100 million ransom buried in the ground until the heat had died down.
Ours.
Certainly possible.
I know, right?
The concrete is broken and the ground beneath them is exposed. Did Blaze dig up the ransom money? I won't rest until I've cock and balled.
About this snowman. When we recreated the scene where Mr. Cameron was killed, it had already melted. Its scarf was all soggy, and one of its button eyes was missing.
Indeed, at this stage, it appears that most of its original form was still intact. Although, there's one spot that looks unnaturally lacking.
Poor thing. I bet some naughty kid must have plucked it off. Good gosh, I need to stop that. Although, from a thief's perspective, that kid does have some promise.
Was it plucked off by one of the children at the orphanage? No. Perhaps it was taken by an entirely different person altogether. Deduction.
Can you spot the contradiction?
The button.
The button.
Oh,
Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
The button.
Button.
The button.
hey,
The button.
hey,
I thought they used
niggas.
I guess they didn't have coal back in the day.
Yeah,
It was 12 years ago, nigga.
I guess the prehistoric
They use
times.
buttons sometimes.
This snowman, when
Really
you
use
say it's
buttons.
missing something,
Ah, its right eye is missing.
precisely. And what's more, that missing eye happens to be in our possession.
About to make another JJK joke on
Button
Insta.
that Mr. Cameron was holding
You
on
can't
to.
stop.
It's got the exact same design as the snowman's left eye.
If we assume this button was indeed the snowman's eye, a huge contradiction arises. If this button is the snowman's eye, what contradiction arises?
The location
Location.
of the victim. Victim, yeah, victim. The victim. Victim.
Yeah.
Victim.
Nah, they picked up the snowman and moved it. Oh, no, that was wrong. Ah!
Alright.
The victim was holding onto the button. Furthermore, the button was stained with blood. In other words, he grabbed the button after he was attacked. For example, if we were to picture it in this way, after being struck in the back of the head, Mr. Cameron lost his balance. As he was falling, he reached out his hand towards the nearby snowman. However, it could not support his weight, and then he collapsed while still grasping the button.
That means Mr. Cameron was near the snowman when he was attacked?
Indeed, at the very least, he must have been within arm's reach. However, it's quite clear that he would not have been able to reach it from this current position.
But Mr. Cameron's footprints only lead towards the flower bed.
Can we be certain that those footprints really are Mr. Cameron's? It seems we'll need to investigate them one more time.
Understood. I'll recreate the time the body was discovered scene one more time.
I was assuming maybe they swapped positions and the body was, by the snowman and the gun was at the... yeah. Well, never
These
mind.
footprints should match up with Mr. Cameron's shoes, right?
Let's inspect them again.
Cole always there, or did she just appear there?
Who?
Nicole, yeah, she was there.
Yeah, they were all there.
I won't rest
They're just
until I've
chilling.
fucked every...
I mean, we could talk to them, but they're just gonna shout nonsense about the monster somewhere.
These shoes should match the footprints. However... These shoes... It seems like they were not the ones originally worn by the victim.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you'll see the laces were tied up strangely. And the size doesn't seem to fit quite right either. Didn't belong to Cameron. Culprit likely placed his shoes on the victim's feet after he had died.
Tuh.
That would mean these huge footprints leading up to the victim's feet.
Were most likely made by someone other than the victim.
So then, the footprints leading to and from the victim's head must be Mr. Cameron's.
No, not necessarily. They seem a little too small to be the victim's footprints.
So, none of the footprints are his? Then, which way did Mr. Cameron walk from?
It's quite simple. The victim did not walk here on his own accord, but rather, he was carried here after he was murdered by the culprit. There are signs that Cameron's body was carried from somewhere. The question now becomes, where was he killed and carried from? Perhaps it was near the snowman after all. Mr. Cameron's body was moved. If we consider the button he was holding onto, it's highly likely that he was killed near this snowman. I should take a closer look. I won't rest until I've...
He keeps chanting the incantation.
Wow, that is sneaky.
Huh? There's a brick missing here.
One of the bricks near the snowman is missing. The rest are all in order. It's strange that this is the only one missing. Logic time.
Connected by a thread of logic.
Gee, I wonder.
I don't know, man. I have no clue. Like, fuck.
You know?
Tablez, help.
Okay. Well, let's think about this logically. We have a missing brick, and then when people move, they usually move in brick houses because they're stronger than wooden or straw houses. So I think we should tie together the body was moved along with missing brick.
Oh, man.
Come on, say yes.
Sure, man.
Hello?
You try the missing brick and the murder weapon brick?
Oh shit, I didn't even see that.
I thought
you were doing
so
it intentionally.
I'm lying.
Yup.
Just turns out that one.
Y'all niggas don't tighten up. We're gonna be having some very uncomfortable conversations soon.
Yeah, me.
The brick used to kill Cameron was from the snowman.
Yeah. It seems like just the right size to fit perfectly in that gap.
There you go.
Body was moved near the snowman?
As I thought, it seems the murder actually occurred near the snowman.
But both the button Mr. Cameron was holding and the murder weapon came from there.
Indeed. Also, if we assume that the killer picked up the brick near the snowman, and then tried to sneak up behind Mr. Cameron...
Oh, Mr. Cameron would have totally seen the person picking up the brick.
Exactly. Kay, please update the recreation. Mr. Cameron was not in the middle of the flower beds, but near the snowman.
Hey, I'm on it. No matter how you look at it, this is strange.
All of the people involved in the case are gathered in the same place.
Ours.
Did we make a mistake or something?
One piece of evidence...
One piece?
Is Fuck! One piece of evidence... Whatever. It's odd. If I had to choose which piece of evidence is fake, which piece of evidence is likely to be fake?
Damn, out of all of our shit?
I found you, Baker.
Yeah, we can just click on the screen. The whole left.
Which of the shoes are fake? Like,
The
honestly.
picture.
Oh, the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes
Okay.
sense.
Was this photo really taken by Mr. Cameron? We have proven that whoever killed Mr. Cameron also moved the body. For what reason would they have to deliberately move his body? Perhaps the culprit wanted to falsify the scene so that Mr. Cameron witnessed.
And that's why they took a fake photo?
They made the president stand under the streetlights and took a photo with Cameron's camera. It would have been quite simple.
Now that you mention it, Mr. Cameron's camera only had one photo on it, right?
Indeed. In all likelihood, the original roll of film had been removed from the camera, and after loading a new roll of film into the camera, the fake photo was taken.
I see. So, this photo must have been taken after Mr. Cameron was killed, right?
A fake photo taken after Cameron was murdered. Exactly. This was not the scene Mr. Cameron actually witnessed. It's likely that this photo is forged evidence.
Then, where did Mr. Cameron witness the president and his kidnapper?
The photo isn't the only piece of evidence that indicates what Cameron witnessed.
Ah, the testimony he left on the answering machine.
Precisely. We should listen to the recording one more time and confirm what was said. Where else could the president and his kidnappers have been?
Inside where the fire was, maybe?
My hand hurts.
I'm sorry you hurt your hand.
I don't know why I laughed at that. That's not.
I don't know, nigga.
Try the center of the flower bed,
Or you can try where that cursor is right now.
or you can try that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
under the igloo.
I was thinking the fire, honestly.
Mr. Cameron said this on the answering machine. The light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. There are only 2 places here where the lights are broken.
The light by the orphanage.
What?
Kay, could you please update the recreation?
Roger.
What?
But
None.
Roger, Roger. That's what I was
No,
thinking.
this is so the kidnapper was near the orphanage?
Indeed. With this, we've shown the connection between the orphanage and the kidnapping.
So that's why they moved the body and took a fake photo to create false testimony. In order to remove any suspicion toward the orphanage in court.
With this, the state of the recreation has changed completely. The time the body was discovered scene has probably been greatly impacted by it as a result.
Then, let's go check it out right away. Preparations are ready.
Since the state of the recreation has changed once again, I should press the Y button and select change recreation. Let's give it a try. Fuck. Wait, did I do it right? Oh.
Yeah, what's up? So you want to recreate the scene based on the police investigation data? This is the time the body was discovered, when the police were investigating the scene. I've recreated the scene.
I won't rest until I've killed everyone in my vicinity. The blood splatter above the snow. There certainly was a substantial amount. It's almost as if the murder was actually committed here.
But Mr. Cameron should have been attacked near the snowman.
Exactly. In that case, this blood must belong to someone else.
What? But the police report said that it was Mr. Cameron's blood.
The one in charge of this case was Blaze the Best. It would have been simple for him to falsify that information.
But wouldn't it be faster to just clean up the bloodstains rather than falsify the information?
He wouldn't be able to do that. Think about it. Blaze knew that Mr. Cameron's body would be discovered here, in which case the forensics department would naturally become involved.
Ah, the luminol reaction. They would have discovered it, but with the power of science.
Precisely. It
Well,
would have
she's
been
not here.
It would have been difficult to completely erase all traces of the blood. However, falsifying the results of a blood test would be much easier in comparison. He would just have to switch the results from the forensic reports.
Aw, what a bummer. Knowing those documents I read were falsified. It looks like Mr. Cameron's clothes were completely soaked in blood.
If the blood scattered here got onto Cameron's clothes, that would mean at the time the bloodstains here had not dried yet.
I see. So then, this is certainly somebody's blood. It was splattered here just a short while before Mr. Cameron was murdered.
Indeed, that's exactly right. However, if that's the case, wouldn't a new contradiction arise in this recreation? Left at the crime scene 12 years ago belonged to someone other than the victim, Cameron. Alright, deduction.
Can you spot the contradiction?
No, can
Are you a teacher?
I? Maybe.
Well, what do we got? Present. So go to the left. Get that blood.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hey, look, blood.
Other than the victim, Cameron. Go back. And look at the button.
But that also has Cameron's blood.
Back. Look at the shoes. When all else fails, I'm just gonna look at everything.
I'm curious, what's the joint to the left of it?
What'd you say?
The fire?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to see what that was.
The fire. Where they were
Weird.
standing at the fire.
Oh. Thank you. Okay. Go back.
What the hell is even that tape?
Cameron's testimony, the answering machine.
Check it real quick. Back.
My guessing is that... Okay, so they said that blood right there doesn't belong to the victim. Belongs to someone else.
Yes.
The fire occurred here. And I'm guessing maybe the fire could have been used to cover up... Tried to cover up shit. Which... But I mean this... I'm not sure what this other blood here is though. Unless it's used as a decoy, but I doubt it. So there's a fourth person involved.
I don't like
Where
the way
the-
you think.
Where the blood belongs to the president, but like the president's alive, so I don't know where that whose blood that is. Like
Could have bled and no survive.
Okay.
Go back. Oh, what do we have on the other pages? Just to be sure.
the other evidence we've had, like the flowers, the
That
chest plate,
page, the victim. I mean the
the victim's body.
picture.
The body picture here. And check. How do we know this autopsy report wasn't faked, bro? Next page. Yeah, it's just picture. That blood doesn't belong to him. Who the fuck this blood belongs to then?
Keep it real with you. Maybe we should just.
Just
I'm
give
drawing
up,
the
is that what you're gonna say?
Oh yeah, that too. We could just end the recording right now and go to bed. Try the fire shit that Phaith was talking about.
Sure, man.
Oh,
Well,
wait.
we're not on percent, so
You gotta do
we
something.
gotta do something.
I don't know what that. The
red
part
shit,
where
I guess.
the
I don't know.
The what?
the
red
part
shit.
where the blood gets cut off.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
This is a clear contradiction.
Is it?
I thought he was gonna say you're wrong.
This-
It was funny.
Do you see how this bloodstain is broken up by the remains of the fire? This is proof that the fire occurred after the blood had scattered around the area.
Huh? But I thought the fire had occurred before the murder.
It seems that information is suspect as well. If the fire had broken out after the murder,
Yeah, then the child who started the fire should have seen the body and the bloodstains.
why then did they not come forward as a witness? It is likely that that would put Blaze at a great disadvantage.
Guess we'll need to investigate this fire in more detail. Hey, you!
Yes, sir.
There should be some records of the fire in the police department under a different case file. I want you to bring me every last investigation report about that fire.
Okay.
Oh, and one more thing.
What is it, sir?
Contact the house of Lang and Zhang Fa. There should be evidence from the case in my old man's room.
What do you mean?
I just remembered why I recognized this scene.
And just remember.
A long time ago, I saw a picture of my old man's room. It was a drawing resembling this scene.
What did you say?
However, I think it looked like something a child drew.
A child? Then the artist may have been the culprit behind the fire.
I hope it's Larry Butts. I'm
It
just
should be
kidding.
somewhere in my old man's room. Just have them send it over here.
We already used up our comic relief for the whole recording
Understood, sir.
game.
Later, this happened.
There's your health back.
Back to normal.
Shifu, I'm back. I brought the information on the fire the kid started and the photo of the drawing in your father's office. And also,
I've been waiting for this. Hurry up and hand him over.
the information held by Agent Lang's father.
This is it. It's exactly what I remembered.
This was the picture drawn by the child depicting the night of the incident.
It sure looks like it was drawn by it with a child's touch.
Hey, the moose.
As I thought, the one who drew this is most likely the child who started the fire. A drawing by a child who started the fire 12 years ago, depicting the night of the incident. Shofu.
What now? Sorry, but it's gonna have to wait. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What do you think my old man had? Why do you think my old man had this?
Perhaps he obtained it during his course of investigation into the incident. Although, I don't know why he would have concealed it. Agent Lang, might I be able to see the details of the fire?
Yeah, sure.
Allow me to read it post-haste. The boy who started the fire snuck out of bed on the night of the incident. Seems this boy went missing several days later.
What? Don't tell me that he witnessed something he shouldn't have.
Definitely.
That's horrible. He was only a child after all.
Well, I'd hate for that to be the case. We can't rule out the possibility entirely.
Oh. Apparently the boy left some stuff behind at the orphanage, and it was taken as evidence? What's this?
What's that doing here?
Imagine. Mr. Prosecutor, do you recognize this?
Yes, I know one piece of evidence that's related to it. Which piece of evidence is related to the what the boy left behind?
To the right?
Moo!
That toy bar.
Moo!
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mozilla doll? Is it like the Tails doll?
Yes.
I don't know what it's doing here. But isn't that the missing horn from this Mozilla doll?
No, wait, you mean this came off the president's?
You know of it?
No way, but yeah, I noticed the president kept it close by as a decoration. I always thought it was strange how one of the horns was missing.
If you twist the horn, this doll will play back any previously recorded audio.
So if we put the missing horn back into place, we might be able to hear a different recording.
Indeed, it is possible. The doll is currently on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower.
Just hear Tory Lanez, dance, bitch, dance. Hey, you heard that, right?
Imagine some bullshit like that. Yes, sir, I'll be right back. Eureka! The mighty Mozilla doll.
Well done. Give it to the prosecutor over there.
If we insert
He's not actually a prosecutor.
If we insert the horn found at the orphanage into the doll,
Give it to the prosecutor.
It's a perfect fit.
Whoa.
Okay.
Now what?
Well, can you hear anything? Mr. Hua, it's Amy. It's been a while.
hooah.
I saw the news that you would be coming to this country.
Yes.
I was really nervous about doing this, but I decided to send you a message.
Please stop the playback.
Judge Courtney, welcome back. Never mind.
Play.
What's wrong? Stop it. Now.
We're about to hear her getting back shots.
It's a boy whose son has just been born. All the aftermath of the back shots.
He's just been born. I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to tell you.
Why are you taking my lines?
His name
Damn,
is John.
I knew it.
John Marsh. It's a fine name for him, don't you think?
He's a baby daddy. Let's go.
What?
Marsh?
The president's a baby daddy.
Did you say John?
Hey, yo.
I'll be waiting in the courtyard of the orphanage at midnight on February 9th. Even if it's just once, I want John to be able to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm being selfish, but I'll be waiting.
No way. That was my...
John,
What's the meaning of this, Miss Courtney?
John is not my biological son.
I figured. Look at her name.
He's adopted.
Did John know about this?
Of course he knew. John's mother, Amy Marsh, passed away about 5 years ago.
So there were no back shots.
She and I were cousins.
Oh, you're an auntie.
Since
thought
we
you said something
since we
else.
were young, we've always been really close. We were often mistaken for sisters. That's why, when she passed away, I thought it was only natural that I look after John. Also, there were circumstances which prevented me from revealing his father's identity. I never even told John his father's name.
And now it's all been revealed, thanks to the recording on that doll. Did John's mother send the doll to the president? Hey,
John?
was he the president? Really my dad?
President got around.
Yes, he was.
Get around us.
Before you were born, Amy worked as a diplomat in Zhengfa.
You had a child? Damn, you got around, ain't you? A diplomat?
What you're saying, Miss Courtney, is that there's a chance.
Blue
Alright.
I knew one of you was going to
My
jump
time
at the
isn't done
opportunity
yet.
when you
Ray-
found this out.
Ray just pops in at the worst time. So Miss Courtney, takes off his hat, bows. A diplomat.
So you're still fresh.
Yo.
Yo.
Oh wow.
So that must be how she became acquainted with President Huang.
Yeah, that was staying true to my bid. I don't know what these niggas are doing.
Hang on, didn't you tell me she worked at the orphanage?
Yes. After returning to this country, Amy left her job as a diplomat. She always had a great passion for charity work, so she began working at the orphanage.
Hey, Miss Courtney. So this is Amy girl. She never mind. She called the president here herself, but she never showed up at the scene of the SS5 incident. What's with that?
Amy couldn't make it. Apparently, someone had been following her the whole night.
Perhaps it was Blaze. I can't say for certain, but it's possible that it was his doing.
After that, Amy never got another chance to see the president again.
Like, I'm out.
So she died 5 years ago. This conversation must be painful for John.
All right. Hey, John, you thirsty?
This is what a
How about
distraction.
How about I buy us both some juice? We can go together.
I'm part of this too. I'll listen until the end. Besides, I can afford to buy my own juice.
Get bodied, Kay.
Oh, shot down by a kid.
It's like, I'm mature enough for this shit, bro. Unlike you.
I'm literally
John.
rich, like...
Do you understand the reason why I met with the president 2 days ago?
The secret
Saying
meeting
hi.
from 2 nights ago.
I wanted to tell him about Amy's death and that you were alive and well.
But... I see. That's why you couldn't tell us your reasons for meeting with the president until now.
I get it. She would have had to reveal his connection with John. I brought a bouquet of lion lilies so that he would understand I truly did know about Amy. Those flowers are a dear memory to the president and Amy. The first present she received from the president was a bouquet of lion lilies. But now, even he has passed away. If only he was still alive.
At least they're together.
Perhaps I could have introduced him to John.
We don't know about all that. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Shifu! I'm sorry to interrupt this atmosphere, but there's something I need to say.
Shut the fuck up.
Tabes.
Oh, what is it now? Can't this wait?
Well,
Are they
actually...
in your name?
There was one last item being delivered from Zangfar. I have here the president's will.
Oh, that's mighty convenient.
How convenient that he died.
Oh
Then here's a will.
my.
Don't
what?
think it, don't say it.
Well, there are people
The
who
president's will?
prepared their wills beforehand.
My old man received a great number of special medals from the president himself. As a token of his trust, the president left his will in the protection of the Lane clan. Those medals and that will, they were the pride of our clan, our family treasures, so to speak. This is...
Agent Lang, does that will have something to do with the current case?
You bet it does. It says here, I hereby acknowledge John Marsh as my own son.
I hereby acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I acknowledge John Marsh as head of the Zenian clan. Sorry,
John's name is.
He really is
What?
mega me. That's crazy.
Are you saying that will was written by the president? Are you saying Muzilla is part of the Ten Shadows?
yes. It was Maharaga.
Oh my god.
Niggas German. Yeah, he entrusted it to the Lane clan even before the SS5 incident took place. They'll have to praise it back home, but by the name of the Lane clan, this is the real deal.
Dijon Huang is the president of an entire nation. The existence of his son would have caused considerable controversy. However, he left behind a will just in case.
Your name is John Marsh, and not
This makes
John Huang.
This makes it doubly sure. I still can't believe it myself, but there's no room for doubt. John Marsh, you are the son of Dijon Huang, president of Zangfa.
Bruh, he's 13.
The gumshoe was just lost.
She was just there.
He's just
John.
like, hey, yo.
He's a president now. Holy fuck. That nigga
John.
right.
Man, you have
I
a
don't wanna be
duty
a
to
president.
fulfill.
Damn.
Get in there and fight, Suka.
Table, shut the fuck up.